Reports. You guys seeing any particular reports that folks are looking for around your space, around that, be it the contract or the documents or anything in particular that they're looking for on a regular basis?
Yeah, good question. So from a reporting and analytics perspective, we see three types of reports, and they're needed by different parts of the organization. In the sales organization, what they're looking for really is kind of what's my work in process, where is the contract relative to my pipeline, right? And think about using, say, Salesforce for managing your sales pipeline. There's a stage in most organizations called legal, right? But that's a big stage. There's lots of things that happen in that stage. And so when people are using the CLM application on Spring, right, using the workflow, every step of the process is recorded and reportable, right? So you're now able to commingle the stage that the contract is in, for example, with the sales pipeline data of legal. So you could know that it's in legal and it's sitting on Bob's desk waiting for, the first review, right? Or that it's completed redlining, or that it's out for e-signature, right? And so all of these provide a more granular view to sales leadership to know exactly where the contract is and which ones are closest to getting done and which ones might be stuck. From a compliance and corporate legal perspective, they're very interested in obligation management, right? And all of the obligations that are in the contracts, from things like, obvious things like renewal dates and expiration dates and maybe price increase dates to SLAs that may be present and a variety of other terms. So through the use of metadata and attributes and tagging, right, it's very easy to manage the contract relative to those obligations. The third area is a business process improvement area, and this is one of the areas that's really quite unique to Spring CM and the workflow that we utilize. Every step of every workflow is recorded. We know the start time, we know the end time, the elapsed time, who took those actions, right? And so as an organization, you may have a small army of people performing a similar kind of task, right? And you can look and say, well, why in the world do 80% of these people finish the task in 4 hours and it takes the other 20% 2 days, right? And why is that, right? And how can we improve those outliers and bring them back into the process? How do we emulate the best practices that are happening with the people that are finishing the work, on time and accurately versus the folks that aren't? And that's data that's uniquely surfaced in Spring CM and available to customers, right? And as a mechanism to fuel kind of business process improvement type initiatives. So kind of three types of reporting, right? Kind of the transactional, what's happening today kind of thing to get things done, more productivity, right? Obligation management, visibility into corporate risk and managing corporate risk, right? And business process improvement reporting as well.